to help the sellers to sell their property, of course, look at the price. Look at what's sold in that area on that street. Look at the spec of your house similar to the houses sold. If you need some work, go slightly below just so you can be more competitive and you won't sit on the market that long.
What would be your advice for someone that's looking to get into the industry, to be an agent and to look to excel in a short period of time?
Best thing I can give is work as hard as you can, keep your attitude as positive as you can, and keep an open mind. Don't try to sell, try to help people.
I didn't think he was going to last. He said to me once, he goes, "Louis, you know he wants to punch you in the face, right?"
Yeah.
I said, "I know."
Actually, it wasn't the punch, it was the
Gun.
No, not the gun.
Welcome to Landlord Academy Podcast. Marin just told a joke where we talk to landlords, tenants, buyers, sellers, investors, you name it, we talk to them, and agents. Today we actually have one of our own, don't we, Kian?
We do.
Oh, and I forgot to say, Kian's back here on the mics again, as normal.
At long last.
As normal. We have a guest on who's actually a member of Connect UK. He is a premium sales consultant. He's been with us for over 2 years. Started off small, and he's just about to complete on his £3 million sale. So, welcome, Marin.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you for welcoming.
It's his first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
So we've got to go easy with him.
I know.
We've got to bring him in slowly, make sure you don't get too nervous, and have fun, enjoy yourself. But
Exactly that.
the reason why I brought you on is you started off as a personal trainer.
I have, yeah.
Do you know how we met?
How?
So I used to go, we were at the gym. He was a personal trainer at the gym, and he approached me and asked for a job, or said he's looking to get into this industry. So my first question was, do you drive? He said no. I said, okay, well, once you have a license, come and see me. Was it 2 years or a year went by? I think it was.
A year or at least or two.
A year or two went by, and he sent me a LinkedIn message and said, I've now got my license, I'm coming to see you. And he turned up with his CV and a coffee. And
I remember it.
you remember it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
remember
do. You remember it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the rest was history.
You
yeah.
brought espresso in. You
Yeah.
asked, do you guys want espresso? Yeah, I remember that.
I remember you bought him a cappuccino and he didn't want it. So I
Yeah,
had it.
because it was milk.
Oh, yeah,
I was like,
yeah, yeah.
why did I bring the cappuccino?
I
I
don't
didn't
drink
know.
milk.
Yeah. He's like, I don't drink milk, but thank you very much. So I had 2 coffees on that day.
But yeah, so that's how we met, and then that's why, and you're here. So obviously you've learned a lot. You were never in this industry before, so
Correct.
I thought it'd be good to have you on, so you can give your perspective as an agent now who hasn't been in the game, is now in the game and doing extremely well in it.
Thank you.
So yeah, but Marin, let's go back. What's your story?
Absolutely, yes. So my story, I come from humble beginnings, as the CEO of this company will say that. I came from Moldova, which is Eastern Europe. It's between Romania and Ukraine. At 18 years old to this country. And then I started in housekeeping. That was my first job. I was cleaning rooms, basically. Hated it, every day of it. It was a hard job, but it needs to be done. For 6 months, I worked hard and I improved on my English. So I could speak to people, I could learn more, I could interact with more people. And then after 6 months, I progressed to being a waiter. I applied for without knowing anything or anyone. I spoke to the general manager of that hotel, which is a 4-star hotel in Gatwick, London. And then we progressed from there to COVID, obviously. And then during the COVID time, I was on a furlough and I was thinking, why shouldn't I do something I enjoy, which was fitness. So then I applied and I learned for my certification to be a personal trainer. Took me 2 years, got my certification. COVID has passed, and as soon as that's passed, I started being a personal trainer. And that's where subsequently I met Louis and Zad, the owners of this company. And I met them at the gym, obviously helped them when I could, spoke to them when I could. And I always was interested in the real estate, because I know where real estate is and where money is, basically. So I know that if I go into the real estate, I know that I'll be able to obviously earn more, and also hopefully, help more people as well. So that was my goal. And obviously when we interacted with Louis and Zad, they said, when you get your driving license, give us a call. That's what I did, and it came from there. And then from the LinkedIn message to the interview to a week later started working here. So that's my story. It's been quite a long one, but I think the lesson that I learned throughout the years is everything you do now is a lesson for your next step in the future. So you may be thinking right now you may be doing something hard, but if you do this what is hard right now and you keep your mind open, you'll be open for the new opportunities in the future. And if you look for them, what you're doing right now will help you in the future. You may be working hard, this will help you in the future. You may be improving your languages and speaking languages, conversational skills. This will help in the future. As a PT, I improved my sales skills. This helped me to meet Louis, meet Dad, and then come as a salesman in real estate. So everything you do now will help you in the future if you keep your mind open and if you work hard. So that's what I learned.
You know, I didn't think he was going to last when he first started. I didn't think it was going to last when he first started. Because it's not easy,
No,
right?
it's
when you first come in, and you can see the frustration. I think you even told me. He said to me once. He goes, "Louis, you know he wants to punch you in the face, right?"
Yeah.
I said, "I know."
I didn't want to punch you, but you're putting so much pressure on me to become better that I
He wanted
could
to
feel
punch
it.
me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I will never punch you. I'll go to jail for nothing. You know what I mean? But what's the point of it all? No, I will never actually fight anyone. But I did feel the pressure, and that's what it was. But that's what made me better, and that's what helped me to become a better salesman. And now we're best friends. Look at us.
So yeah, the pressure does help, but that's part of it because I could see the potential in you.
Thank you.
So, it's one of those where I will apply the pressure because there's no point, going into something when you're halfway there, but we've got to get you the full whack. And obviously this industry is pressure.
It is.
So it's all about learning. But yeah, I remember when Kian said that, I said, yeah, I know, but it's fine. But I didn't think you would last, and you did.
Thank you.
And you've learned, and you got more to learn. We all have more to learn. I've got more to learn. We all have more to learn. But you've learned it in such a short period. So from what you know, from like I said, you're about to complete on your third £1 million sale. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The idea is for buyers out there. What's the 3 tips for buyers that you can give?
Yes, absolutely. So what I hear this a lot of the times these days from friends that are looking to buy that are similar age to me, from other buyers and investors. What do they need to have ready so they can go on the market and they can go and put offers in? A lot of them, they just go and have a look at the properties and then prepare everything else, which is kind of backwards. The way I would recommend for everyone to go by is have the 3 main things done. 1, have your deposit ready, whether it's 5 or 10%, whatever your financial situation is. 2, have a mortgage broker or mortgage advisor. This will help you massively because they will let you know how much you can afford, what kind of properties you can go for, and they can understand more your situation. And then once you know how much you can afford, you can go around and have a look at properties. You can go around and put offers in, and then you can be more serious and you can proceed quickly. The third fact will be, or the third thing to have in place is to have a solicitor. If you have a solicitor in mind that you like to work with, or if you have somebody that you heard from your friends that they're good, they charge well and they work quickly, maybe give them a call so you can have a quote, so you can have somebody ready. If let's say your offer has been accepted, you have a mortgage broker that can take care of your lender, can take care of the funds, and you have a solicitor that they can take care of obviously the legal side. If you have those 3 things ready, which is deposit, mortgage broker, and a solicitor, you are all ready. Of course, if you have an agent that can find your proper property as well that you're looking for, that can be helpful. But if you have those 3 main things, you can go ahead, put offers in, and then get it done. That's what I recommend.
Yeah, and the clients that you have, so you see a lot of people every day.
Correct.
How many of them, say out of those, how many
ready.
have that ready?
If half. Most of them, they have mortgage in principle ready, which is good. That's a good start. At least you know.
And do they go to a broker for that, or do
that's
they
the
find
thing.
it
That's
online?
exactly the thing I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They have it from my bank, which they apply online, and they put the rough figures in there. Therefore, they get a rough idea of how much they can afford. So it's not really precise. It's good to start with, but it's not really secure, because you may be thinking the bank will lend you 420,000, for example. You go and put an offer for 420,000 for a house. When the bank actually checks, or a mortgage broker checks that, and they check everything thoroughly, you maximum can afford, for example, is 400 or 380,000, and that's kind of the problem. So I would advise just have a chat with a mortgage advisor, to anyone I see, just at least you know exactly what's going on with your finances and what you can afford. So then when you put an offer down, you don't get your hopes up and then you get crushed down by that. That's what I recommend to everyone. But that's what I see every day. They have a mortgage in principle ready. They're ready to shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not on the ground anymore like I used to be, but from what I can see, and we've had this conversation many times, a lot of properties at the moment, from the seller's point of view, a lot of properties at the moment are sitting on the market.
Correct.
And they're being reduced. And I used to say to the owners, if your property isn't selling, it's mainly down to the price. Is that still the case from what you see out on the road at the moment?
So price is one of the main factors, of course, but we also have to remember we're in the buyer's market. Of course, in the buyer's market, when there's so many options on the market, there's a lot of options for the buyers. Therefore, they can go and shop anywhere they want. And there's a lot of sellers that's been sitting on the market for half a year to a year, and they have no offers and they get desperate. Therefore, the buyers can go and they can put very low offers and they can get away with it. So that's what's happening at the moment as well. Saying that is to help the sellers to sell their property. Of course, look at the price. Look at what's sold in that area, on that street. Look at, of course, the spec of your house similar to the houses sold. Is it as modern as those ones? Is there any work needs to be done as those ones? Yeah. Or is it more fresh and ready to go and ready to move in? If it's ready to go and ready to move in, of course you can go at the higher end of the price. But if you need some work, if maybe you need some reparations, you can't move in straight away, then of course I'll recommend always, as my honest advice, to go slightly below what's advertised if you can, just so you can be more competitive and you won't sit on the market that long, because you'll see more buyers come to the door to your property, and then once they're through the door, you can have a chat. But if there's no one coming to the door, as you said, then you can have a chat, you can negotiate. So that's what's happening at the moment.
Okay, no, that makes sense. And it doesn't change. It's a cycle, isn't it? It's
Correct.
Always the same.
It's always the same.
You've got a buyer's market, the seller's market,
market,
buyer's market. So it's always the same. And at the moment, rentals is doing pretty well, because you rent some properties, ones that we have, and portfolio. You deal with a lot of portfolio investors, and we do as a company. So there's that ticks by, and those prices seem to be doing
holding
quite well. They're holding well. But so you're obviously right now we're based in Sussex, but you go everywhere, Surrey, London sometimes. You
Brighton,
sold a few, Brighton,
everywhere.
You go all over, which is great. And that they're good property. You sold, was it the last one, two bed, 2 bath? You sold for 1, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1 million in South Kensington, Evelyn Gardens. That's one of my latest.
That's a nice house. Yeah,
thank you. It's a very nice area. When you go there, you see all the cars, Ferraris, Porsches, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, and all of a sudden you feel, okay, I'm in a nice area here. And people that come and shop there are of similar caliber as well. They have those kind of cars, they have those kind of assets, they speak the same way, and the thing that they realize there as well, everyone I meet there is a cash buyer, which is amazing. How do you guys have £1 million laying around and just ready to spend like that? There's levels to this, as they say, which is great. So the more properties we'll have in that area, the more people we can help similar to that. But of course, other areas we're open to mortgage in principle as well. So we'll help everyone we can at the end of the day.
Fantastic. And to agents coming up in the game, let's say someone is looking to get into it, they've seen some programs on telly about how to sell, but from your perspective, what would be your advice for someone that's looking to get into the industry? And we'll end it here because I know you've got a viewing very shortly. So what would your advice be to anyone looking to get into the game, to be an agent and to look to excel in a short period of time?
My best advice would be, which is obviously you hear
apart from find a mentor you want to punch in the face.
Apart from that, actually it wasn't the punch tangent to that, it was the what was the
Gun.
no, not the gun. You know, we went to paint.
Oh, paintball.
If I end up
Paintball.
getting shot,
Yeah, it was me. You can go to police straight away. They'll find me. It was the paintball game.
Yeah.
And Louis asked me, "Oh, Marin, who would you shoot?" And I literally pointed at him straight away. That's what it was. It wasn't the punch. Anywho, the advice I would give to the people looking to come into this real estate, obviously, business. Best thing I can give is work as hard as you can and keep an open mind. Keep your attitude as positive as you can, no matter how many downfalls you see, if that makes sense. So let's say when I started, I've heard a lot of no's doing in rentals or sales. I've heard no here, no we won't buy, no we won't sell, no 300 times until you get the first yes. You get the first yes, and then all of a sudden they all swim in. It all comes in. So I say the main things will be work as hard as you can, be proactive, and keep a very good high attitude, as in keep always positive, look for opportunities, help other people, and maybe that's a private, personal advice that I will give. Don't try to sell. Try to help people. The more you try to actually help them and see if this property is something they're looking for, the more likely they will buy, rather than you trying to push this property down their throat just because you want to make a sale, your first sale. It won't work.
Yeah.
So don't try to force it. You try to help them, and you're just basically putting the puzzles together. You're taking the right buyer with the right property, you're putting them together, deal done. That's the easiest way. It has to flow, if that makes sense. But of course, the only way you can get through it is by failing a lot. That's all it is. So keep your chin up all the time, keep working hard, and the good luck will come to you. That's what I'll say to anyone.
Yeah, it's very good advice.
That's an excellent mentality.
Yeah,
And
very
obviously,
good.
knowing Marin, he's one of the most positive-minded people that I
Yeah.
know. So that is actually very sound advice.
Very good advice. From I remember your first take on. Now, how did that feel? The first time you took a property on?
First time it took me 150 properties to tout before I took the first property on by myself as a cold call, that I just knocked on the door, took them on, and then when I took them on, I was driving back to the office, and I remember I was driving my Volkswagen Polo, and I was punching into the roof, and I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, "Good job, well done." I was so proud of myself that I did it finally after so many tries and so many fails, so many doors slammed into my face, and so many no's. But as soon as I did the first one, everything else started rolling in. It's just keep your chin up, don't get discouraged, just keep going. Be as a bull, basically. Just keep going through all of it. Keep your attitude high, and then you will get it. That's all it is.
So started with Volkswagen Polo, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Now he's got a sports car.
That's the
He's got a new watch. He's
Mr. Big Money.
He's loving that.
Yeah.
No, which is great, and that's what you want. You know, everyone here. Like you said, you've got to keep a positive mind
Correct.
and positive attitude, and it's all about helping. So you're 100% bang on.
Correct.
And that's why you're doing what you're doing. Okay, to wrap it up, where or what's your Instagram? Where can people find you?
Yes,
like we
of
said, Marin deals with the premium properties, and your London, Sussex, Surrey, Brighton. You go, you drive, and you'll get there.
Yeah.
And you're your selling is very short. The houses aren't on the market for long, and you keep people updated, which is great. So if anyone is out there looking to sell, looking to buy, get in touch with Marin. So where can they find you?
Absolutely. So yes, on Instagram you can search for marin.connectuk group or Connect UK. On LinkedIn you can find the same link, basically same name, marin.connectuk group. On Facebook it's just Marin Casu, so you can find me there. Just search, drop me a message, I'll be able to help you. Yeah.
Lastly, what's happening next for you?
What's happening
Where are you
next?
going?
I'm looking to become a next step into my career, which is becoming the head of sales in this real estate company, and then in the future hopefully becoming one of the directors, one of the owners. I'm looking to become one of the greats as Louis, Arthur and Zad. That's my goal.
Well,
Yeah.
mate. Excellent. Well, that's good. But it's been great. I want to thank you very much for coming on, and you got to get back
Thank
to
you.
sales.
Yes.
He's a natural, though.
He is.
He is a natural.
He is a very good natural.
Very good.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.